First, as expected, Prime Minister Peter O'Neill gave recognition and paid tribute to the changes in the heads of the United Nations.
I am honored here today on behalf of my government and the people of Papua New Guinea to address this assembly. I would like to also welcome and extend our best wishes and, of course, for every success to His Excellency, Mr. Antonio Guterres.
But from then on, it was down to business, echoing calls from all developing countries and the uncertainties in today's economic climate and its challenges.
We are facing the serious adverse impacts of an uncertain global economy, climate change, the decline in health of our marine habitats, and of course heightened security fears.
A word of thanks to the United Nations for their support in our recently concluded national general elections.
Mr. President, Papua New Guinea recently completed our 10th national elections. Our government would like to place on record our profound appreciation to all our development partners, including the United Nations, for their valued support provided to us during the conduct of the elections.
A country report on what the returning government is focusing on for the next term and pillars to ensure sustainable economic growth.
Returning to office, our government pledges to further increase our focus on our core policies of the past 5 years. Mr. President, these policies are changing the lives of our 8 million people, men, women, and children for the better.
And in tune with such a global conference of leaders, a call for responsibility from world superpowers, a concern from Papua New Guinea on the levels of increasing violence.
Papua New Guinea remains concerned at the continuing threats of violence in the world today, be these by terrorist groups or actions of rogue states. We condemn in the strongest possible terms the recent nuclear missile tests by North Korea. These are direct threats to lives of millions of innocent people here in the United States, Japan, South Korea, but more particularly in our region in the Pacific.
The Prime Minister was also clear on the effects of current rhetoric between the United States and North Korea.
Mr. President, one of the greatest threats to humanity comes from within our global community of nations. Climate change is real, and it is taking lives and destroying communities. It is putting the future of nations at real risk. The recent barrage of hurricanes that impacted the Caribbean and the United States is just another example of some of the extreme weather conditions that confronts us all. Papua New Guinea offers condolences to countries affected, and we call for this loss of lives to be another wake-up call for us.
And a call for the world to recognize the effects of continued climate change. Neville Choi, National EMTV News.